let's get the cut and everything nice. And it's just 11:01. Woohoo! Yay for us. Beautiful. Everyone go, guys, we'll get going from here. Okay. Hi everyone, my name's Linda Reed-Enever. I'm the founder of Business, the creator of the 5-minute marketing ideas cards, which we are going to be playing with today, and excited to be joining you for this small business skills webinar where I'm here by myself, but going to have a little bit of 5-minute marketing ideas card play with you all and just cover a little bit and touch on the surface of why 5-minute marketing is important for your business. For those of you who don't know me, I am the founder of Business. I'm a publicist for 20 years, a marketing consultant, and I love nothing more, and those who attend my workshops and are part of my inner marketing circle will tell you, love nothing more than teaching you how to market your business. Today's topic is all about 5-minute marketing, and we are literally, I'm going to show you how these things work. We're going to take some cards out of the desk at random. I will shuffle them in front of you and show you how to implement those 5-minute marketing ideas that come into the business. So 5-minute marketing is all about making the most of those 5-minute intervals that pop up within our business day. And we know them. That's the one where, you know, we're sitting there scrolling through Facebook, or we're sitting there making a cup of coffee and maybe wanting just that extra 5 minutes of not so much downtime. It's that 5 minutes we have between calls, between meetings, between clients, or that cancelled client and that cancelled meeting that pops up. And then we go, oh, I'm frustrated. I really should be doing something with that time, but we don't know what to do. And that's where the 5-minute marketing ideas cards are being generated to help you with that. But it's also being designed to help you market part of your day. But the 5-minute marketing mindset is what we need to get into first. So when we start 5-minute marketing ideas, or 5-minute anything, but the 5-minute mindset is about using most of 5-minute increments. It's about being able to get into the right mindset. So the first thing we need to know about 5-minute marketing when we get into it is you might not finish what you start, but you have a foundation to work on. And that foundation to work on starts to build up as you use more of those 5-minute slots and use more of those 5-minute activities to grow your story, to grow your reach, and to grow your marketing activities. So you might create a social media meme, you might interact on Instagram, you might get involved in a YouTube video channel, or you might reply to some comments on your Facebook thread. But all of those 5 minutes add up. So it's about looking for those 5-minute moments. Not all ideas in a 5-minute marketing idea will be brilliant, and not all ideas that you spend hours working on will be brilliant either. But not all ideas will be brilliant, but writing them down allows you to identify the gems, work on them further, and flush them out throughout the day. The other thing about the 5-minute mindset is we need to look for those 5-minute moments within our business day. We also need to stick to 5 minutes. If we're going to do 5-minute marketing, there is nothing worse than starting a 5-minute marketing process and then going way out for hours, that bright shiny object, and you don't get anything else done. So you've been so distracted that nothing else is working for you. So we do want to make sure that we are sticking to those 5 minutes and don't allow yourself to be distracted. And for bright shiny object people like me, that can be really hard. So it's about discipline when it comes to 5-minute marketing as well. Keep your expectations real. It's 5 minutes of inspiration. It's 5 minutes of maybe short creation, and those expectations will add up. But it's not going to be, a full PR campaign or a full marketing campaign that you put together in 5 minutes. But the idea for it, the opportunity to put it together, the foundations might come from that 5 minutes of scribbling or brainstorming or working that you do within your business day. So small steps add up when it comes to 5-minute marketing. So Linda, I don't have 5 minutes in my day is something that I hear very often when it comes to talking about 5-minute marketing. And look, I get it. It's very easy to say that I don't have 5 minutes in your day. So what I'm going to set you a part of this skills webinar is a little bit of homework. Try this for the next 1 or 2 weeks. Write down how long it took for every phone call, every meeting, and every distraction. So whether it was, a phone call that you end up chatting to someone for about 20 minutes, and maybe it could have been a 5-minute phone call, or it could have been an email. For every meeting you go to, and in my corporate days, I used to say meetings were the biggest time suck. So what meeting did you go to that could have been done with a phone call or an email, or could have been shorter, could have been a 5 or 10 minute meeting rather than a 20-minute meeting? And look at those opportunities, because they are going to hold the key to where you find these 5 minutes for the marketing opportunities. For example, the distractions are a really good one. From 8 to 8:30, you checked your personal email. Then you got distracted by Facebook. Then you decided it was time to start work, but you actually sat down at your desk at 8 o'clock in the morning to start work. So it's about, well, if I didn't get distracted by the personal email or I didn't get distracted by Facebook, then I could have spent that time marketing my business. Now, we're talking about using Facebook as a marketing tool as well. Another 5-minute block that you might have, you spent 20 minutes crafting an internal email that could have been communicated more effectively with a 5-minute phone call. So you might have written an email that needs to go to an internal staff member, but if you picked up the phone and said, hey, John, I need this, it's all taken care of. Or conversely, you've spoken to that chatty vendor, that chatty supplier that you might talk to for about 20, 25 minutes on the phone, which could have been handled with an email, hey, I need this done, or hey, we need to place an order. These things all add up quickly, and these are where you are going to find your 5-minute marketing ideas blocks. So for those of you joining me in the live, in the Facebook Live and in the chat parties and those sorts of things, well, you have a think now about what 5-minute marketing ideas, what 5-minute slots are you having? Now, I like to also think about the times where I'm making a cup of coffee, the times where I'm got to school that 5 minutes early, and have a look for those 5-minute marketing ideas. I'm going to give you a few minutes now just to actually stop for a minute. If you're watching this in replay, you can pause me, but we're going to pause for a few minutes and we're going to let you just think about those 5-minute ideas that you might have. Now, we all learn together. Why don't you pop it into the chat box or into the conversation here about some 5-minute increments that maybe you found in just what we've covered off there. I'm just going to let you think for a couple of minutes. Thinking time. Okay, has anyone got any 5-minute ideas that they might have that they want to pop up in the chat box? Watching the kids' wild sport. Yes. Not that I'm saying don't watch the kids, but there might be moments in time where you can only watch so much soccer or so much football or so much information over that period. But yeah, watching the kids while they're playing sport. Another one that I quite like is waiting to pick up hubby at the train station on the evening. Yes, that's a really good one. Car 5-minute marketing is a really good one for me. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll actually see me do lots of car Facebook Lives, which some of the Facebook Live experts will say no, but I do. Waiting for the kettle to boil is another great one. And I'm shuffling the cards and I'm losing them out here. So if you've got any more, guys, please pop them in the chat, pop them in. We'll definitely get out there. But there is a really good opportunity within our day to look at 5-minute marketing ideas. Or it might be that 5 minutes before you got to leave the house, or that 5 minutes before you get in the house as well. I quite like those moments when I've done drop off and I come home and I just not ready to go into work yet, so I might use those 5 minutes to market the business instead along the way. So is everyone ready to go through some 5-minute marketing ideas, and we'll start picking out some cards from the deck? Are we ready? Are we excited? I hope so. Okay, it's really hard in a room. I get all these yays and hands up by now. This is a bit different to run online, but I'm hoping that people could hit the like button on Facebook and say that they're ready to go with little heart icons, and let me know that you're excited about us going ahead with the 5-minute marketing ideas done. Cheryl says she is. Dawn says bring it on. Okay, let's get started. Okay, we're going to randomly pick. I am literally randomly picking. You can see the 5-minute marketing cards here. I'm going to literally randomly pick one, and I'm not going to look out of the pack. Okay. Oh, this one is actually starting with return the favor. Okay, so I'm hopefully going to pop this up on the screen here. This is what a 5-minute marketing card looks like. It's got the little instructions, the key date, and the little instruction. Now, some people have already got a 5-minute marketing ideas deck. If you've got one, play along, and hopefully we can get it started. So return the favor. Return the favor is leave a recommendation or a review for someone that you do business with. Now, we all like reviews when it comes to the world of business, and often they will return the favor with a review come up. But if you have been left a review, make sure that you leave a review. But returning the favor actually comes down to as simple as that moment in time that someone has given you good service. they've given you good product to look after, they've over delivered, or they've just, delivered on what they said they were going to deliver, and that that's rare for that industry. So return the favor for good service and leave a review for someone else. There are a number of reasons. One, creates review karma for you. Number two, shows that you're actually prepared to leave a review and say something for someone else, and it makes a business owner's day to have a review left for them. So that's number one. Okay, we're going to grab another card out of the deck here. Not looking, trying to bring it up in shot, but not look at them at the same time. This is a random one because it's all falling out everywhere. Okay, so our next one. Ooh, what have we got? Draft a sales letter. Okay, so this one is draft a sales letter. I want to show you so that you know that I'm not making these up as we go along. Draft a sales letter. Sales need campaigns. Take the next 5 minutes to draft a sales letter to a new customer or an existing customer to reactivate them. So for an existing customer, you might take the next 5 minutes to draft and start nutting out a sales letter about, it's been a while since you bought from us, or it's been a while since you connected with us. Here's some new stuff that we're working on, or you might offer them a bonus to reorder, or just touch base with them and see what they're going to do. For new people, it could be a new product or a new service that you're working on. But if you don't have those letters and those campaigns to get out there and market your business, then that's part of the sales process pauses. And Clive will touch more into that one with you guys next week when he comes in and talks about taking the fear out of sales. But you can use 5 minutes really, really well to get the draft and the framework and the bones together for a sales letter, and then come back and proof it afterwards, because it's one of those ideas that isn't going to be perfect in 5 minutes completely. Okay, picking out another random card here. Okay, get some blog post karma. Oh, I like this one. Okay, and there's a good reason that I like this one for a couple of reasons. So blog post karma, so it's about getting blog post karma. Blog post karma actually comes down to two things for you. So commenting on someone else's blog, when you comment, you can quite often leave your URL and your web link, and that builds, a little bit of street cred and a little bit of link juice for you in the world of SEO. It's got to be good quality comments, guys. It can't be, crap ones, because it's going to be seen through from the SEO things. So if a blog is part of your business, the buzz of getting a comment. You know how cool it is when someone actually comments on your blog post and says that that's amazing. Use the next 5 minutes to go and read someone's blog post, or if you're connected with someone else and they're popping up in your feed, read the blog post and scroll down to the bottom. Take the remaining 5 minutes to leave a comment and create some engagement karma because you've engaged in their blog, 2, some SEO link opportunities, and 3, you get to be seen by their audience by sharing that sort of stuff. So especially if it's an industry leader or someone that you're recommending and you're liking to be involved with, then get in there and, have a conversation with their people and, keep developing the conversation and having some comments, but show thanks that, someone's written an article that's really helped you. It's a really good one as well. Okay. So what have we gone through? 3 cards, and I promise that we'll go through close to 10 today. So let's go through again. Another one. Okay, I'm watching live stream. There's nothing coming through, Clive, on chat. If anyone wants to ask questions, please, guys, if I'm going through these tips, ask questions as we go along. I'm picking out another card. I'm just going to grab a sip of water, actually, before I jump into this one. Make sure that we're ready to go. Okay, so our next one is responding to comments. Now, this is a great 5-minute marketing activity. When it comes to social media, when it comes to blogging, when it comes to all of those sorts of things, comments and engagement are really, really key in what you're doing. And Facebook, especially with the new algorithm, have indicated that, responding to comments is something that they are going to be prioritizing. YouTube have said that on videos, they want you responding to comments, and they're really prioritizing the responding to comment feature as well. So take a few minutes to keep those discussions going, because discussions create engagement, and then social media world, that's exactly what we need. Take a few moments to respond to those who comment on your post, whether it's a Facebook post, whether it's a Facebook group, whether it's a Twitter comment or a retweet, whether it's on LinkedIn and people have been commenting on a discussion that you started, or whether it's on a YouTube video. No matter how old it is, if someone's commented recently, go and comment back and engage back. So use those 5-minute times. And that's really where the phone comes in. to marketing for me. Now, you can see the live stream happening here at the moment, and I'll go back and respond to comments of people who commented on the live stream and the watch party later. But what happens with those areas is it's really key to being able to respond to those comments, but I use it to respond to Twitter, I use it to respond to LinkedIn, and I use the notifications on those apps to deliver those with me as well. Yes, Dawn, she said she had a video hop on YouTube and had about 250 comments, and she responded to all of them. And YouTube's going to see that, and they're going to go, oh, yay, Dawn's a good content producer, because she actually engages with her audience, which means they're going to put that video up in the algorithms. So it's a really good one as well. So make sure that you're responding to comments. Great use of 5 minutes to use the phone, pick a platform at a time, and get in there and respond. So let's give another shuffle of the deck and see what we can come up with. And I'm pretty appalling at shuffling this morning, but we will see what else we can come up with for the 5-minute marketing ideas cards for you and your business this week. So I'm just going to take the one off the top this time. Build your network. So not everything we're actually talking about today is about social media marketing and those sorts of things. This one is a really important one about building your network. So building your network, find a networking event to attend, okay? Face-to-face networking, that touch, that feel, that shaking someone's hand builds brand awareness. Dawn's off to a networking lunch tomorrow. Woohoo! Yay! Love that. It really builds that know, like, and trust factor when it comes to it, and in no other way more than getting face to face. Because in the world of online networking, and that there's conversations, there's stuff that there's tone, there's inflection that we miss, and face to face networking is do that. And when you walk into face to face networking, don't think, well, I didn't get anything out of that one person I spoke to or that other person, because as Karen Powell, the networking connector, as I like to call her, says quite often, it's about the 100 people that person knows and the other people that people know. And there's a couple of people here today that have all been in face-to-face workshops or networking events with me that I can see watching and joining into this one. And the reason that they're here is because I've gone to a face-to-face networking event and they've had the conversation with me along the way. So go out and find a networking event. How do you find networking events? Meetup.com, Eventbrite, put in your area, search what you're looking for, and get out there and find networking events. And remember, there is always someone else like you, new to that networking event, new to that area, and no one had a clue what was meant to come out of your mouth when you introduced yourself or said what you're going to do. So it's not so scary. Just get out there and network for you and your business. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, okay, keep going. Okay. Another 5-minute marketing idea card for you as well to help you market your business. Okay, create a short clip. Okay, short, sharp clips work well on Instagram. They work well on YouTube. They work well on Facebook, and they work well with the time span that many people have. I don't know if anyone's watching Growing Factor at the moment, but there's a short out clip for Growing Factor at the moment where the girl's on her phone and she goes, "Millennials are finished. They're not even watching." So we're talking about short attention spans. We've got short frame to break people in. And when we're trying to break people's preoccupation, especially in the news feed, we want to make it short and sharp and sweet and get to the message that needs to be out there. So a quick 15 or 30-second video about what's happening in your business right now, a Facebook live stream for 1 minute and post it on social media. Take people behind the scenes and give them that behind the scenes film process. So that could be, from my point of view, I did not a video, but I did a Instagram post saying I was ready to go live here. If you're a business that happens to make cakes, you might take people through the flour creation, or, well, guess what I'm doing here, with a little thing like that. Dawn's runs a art and craft business, so she might take people through a short unboxing, and I know she does take people through a short unboxing, but she might show one of the pens in work in place and that sort of stuff. Cheryl, you might show some tips. I know you're in the cake making business, but I also know Ross is in there. Uva, you might actually just do a walkthrough of a house or a property that you're working on investment wise. So that's all really, really good. Guys, if you're hearing the webinar, I know roughly what your business is, so I'm going to pick on it. Not pick on it, but I'm going to help give you some more tailored ideas for that one. Louise, from your point of view, You might unbox the patterns and the materials when those sorts of things are coming in. So those short behind the scenes short clips don't have to be long, and they don't have to be highly polished. Just take them live and allow them to feel like we're getting to know you. Sometimes the unpolished stuff is what people relate to more in the world of social media than they do the highly polished. And as a brand expert, I'd love everything to be polished, but not everything's going to be. So another shuffle of the cards, and we'll pick out another one and we'll get started. Unpolished is awesome, yes. I think unpolished is fine. You know, everything's so polished. Sometimes unpolished and raw is what we need to see out there in the world of social media. So, okay, we're going to pick out another card. This is the one sticking out at me. So let's grab this one here. And that's what, guys, the reason I'm doing this random, the reason I'm showing you the cards random is you wouldn't pick out this many cards at once and try and do it, but this is showing you how you can actually, you know, use these cards within your business day and take a 5-minute activity. So this next one is list your business. So this one is quite good, but I'm thinking people are maybe even already turning off to this one about, but I don't have a business that needs to be listed in a business directory. There are other ways to list your business, and that's what we're going to cover today. So you could add your business to a business directory, just like business has the correct connect directory. You could add it to a online store directory if you're an online store one. And now I know Deborah Lannon from our group here is running the small brands directory, which is all about small brands. You could list your product in an online marketplace. So you might, create an Etsy store or a Made It store. Made It's a good Australian brand. You could, find a business directory that relates particularly to craft or to property or to accountants and those sorts of things, and list your business that way. Now, by listing your business in a directory, you also get the opportunity to be seen by someone else's audience, where the know, like, and trust factor is already underway because you're already being there. If you're running events, you might do an event listing. So you might go to put your event on Eventbrite, or you might put it in Facebook, or you might go to an events calendar for your local region or your local chamber and put the event in there. But by listing your business, you tap into someone else's audience, and that is really good. And you've got the copy already drafted for your event or for your business, so you might as well use it in a couple of other spaces as well. Okay, any questions, guys? Has anyone got questions about 5-minute marketing, or do you can see how you can put some of these ideas in place? I'd love to know in the comments which ones you think you might act on. That would be awesome to hear that. If you want to let me know which ones you think you might act on, we can come back and have a look from those. Okay, let's bring up another card. It's not going to be as long as our normal skills webinar, because, guys, this is going to be a short and sweet one today, but it's we'll get through at about 11:30, and then we'll be right to give you guys a bit of a rest for the day. And I'll tell you about what else is coming up, because there's so much good stuff happening in BBB at the moment. Okay, another random card. Another random card we're picking up. Okay. Oh, yes, like this one too. I like them all, really, because that's how we cut them down to 50 was the ones that I really, really liked. Use the power of Google. Okay, so next 5 minutes. So this is one about using the power of Google. Google is our best friend when it comes to marketing. Jump onto Google. Head in and type in Google Alerts. You can even do this while I'm talking to you right now. Type in Google Alerts, and then it'll bring up a little button that says set up an alert for your business. So you want to be known when people actually market your business. You want to know when people are saying something. So you want to set up a Google Alert for your business name, for your name, for any key product trademark names that you have, and for any keyword alerts that might relate to your industry, so that you can respond to them from a PR or a marketing point of view, especially if you're using press releases in your strategy, and tap into the power of Google. So you can head off to Google, just put in Google Alerts. It'll say set up an alert. What keywords do you want to find the alert for? You can get notified then via email or by a little pop-up notification on Google. But do that. Set up your Google Alerts and tap into the power of Google, because it's going to give you so many opportunities. Plus, it helps you respond to comments, because when you're mentioned on the web and Google picks it up, or you've got a media win and you didn't know that was going to happen, you get the opportunity to be alerted to that stuff and do something with it. So set up those Googles for get into Google and tap into the power of that one. Okay, we're going to go through three more cards to go. Let's get this started. Okay, so another shuffle here. And look, I like shuffling them, but if I've seen people, and I'll show you a couple of ways that people have presented cards in comments and that sort of stuff later. I've seen people just use the box and have them presented. nicely on their desk, stacked up, ready to go one by one. I like shuffling them, so it's a good way that I like to do things. Okay, next 5-minute marketing idea is here, is map out your ideas. Okay, so 5 minutes enough time is to draw or map out an idea. So grab a notepad, a whiteboard, and map out an idea for a campaign. And tip, if you're using a whiteboard, take a photo of that mapping that you've just done. So for me, I use my whiteboards in particular in here to map out my filming days. So I've got recording days here. I've also got things like a website layouts. What do I think a website's going to look at? Like, or where do I want to take people? And this one's actually for something, one of my marketing circle members, Jenny, we were talking about the other day about what happens when someone signs up for a freebie. So I use the whiteboard because I like to draw and, you know, make things go around in circles. I use the whiteboard to map out something like that. So they go, I want them to sign up for this freebie offer, and then I would like them to do this, and then I might like them to do that over here. But what's the journey that I want to take them through? And 5 minutes is a really good way to map that out. Take a photo of it. Use the phone to take a photo of it, and then go and, you know, file it away till you can work it out later. But you use that whiteboard space and really map out the journey that you have, because mapping the stuff out and planning, just because we're talking about 5-minute marketing doesn't mean there's no planning involved, but the planning side of things really, really helps. Okay, we're going to pick out one more random card. And then we've got our final one at the very, very end. And I'll talk to you about how we can tap into more 5-minute marketing over the next little while. Talk your ideas out. Oh, this is good because I'm a talker. So, we all know that I'm a talker when it comes to talking and sharing that information. So talking your ideas out is a really good one. And this once again comes to Google, but Microsoft offer it now. There's Dragon, there's Otter, there's all those sorts of things, but not every idea has to be written down. And sometimes writing it down just is impossible, but you can talk it out. It's in your head. You need to get those words out. So use Google Talk to Type or a voice recorder on your phone, or Microsoft's built in one now, and talk your ideas out. You'll be surprised in 5 minutes what you can talk out. It could be a whole blog post. It could be a press release. It could be anything. Dawn's saying it's one of her favorites. She uses it for podcast episodes while driving the car to the shops. It's a great one when you're waiting for kids, pick up kids from school and that sort of stuff too. You can really get a lot out in that period of time. So tap in to the voice recording software that's available and type something out for your business. Okay, our final and last 5-minute marketing idea, and then I'm going to share some more tips with you, just so that you can see how they go. Okay. So our final one is fact finding. Ooh, fact finding. It's good from a PR point of view. It's good from a number of points of view. So fact finding. Facts give you marketing credibility. We all know if we see a statistic, we see a fact, customers love facts. So use the next 5 minutes of your business day to actually gather 3 facts you can use in your marketing this week. It could be a latest stat, it could be latest trend. They add credibility to not only your blog posts, your press releases, your quotes, all of those sorts of things. And when you're using 5-minute marketing as part of your press release strategy, it really is key to actually have facts and figures and back up your facts and figures by someone else in putting those press releases together. So Uva, I'm just thinking off the top of my head for you, there's obviously there's statistics coming out about property investment left, right and center at the moment. Louise, I'd love to know, and this is not one I'm not sure we do know, the amount of statistics about people who don't have copyright to their logo designs. Dawn, it could be, how statistics around craft and mental health. These are all really big things. Clive, from the business planning point of view, we could be looking at statistics about, the number of business owners who plan within a year and failure rates and open rates and all that sort of stuff. And Cheryl, from Ross's point of view, you could be tapping into business financial stuff and putting in some really good statistics around business finance, business accounting, knowing numbers and those sorts of things. So I did promise to you that was the 5-minute marketing ideas that we were going to share, and we were doing a new card plan. I was going to share some ways that people store them. Now, this one I can't claim. I didn't do this one. This one Renee Wallace came up with when she bought the 5-minute marketing ideas cards at Artful. She stacks the cards this way, puts the box underneath it on her desk, and then she just literally grabs a card out each day to market it. So that is one of the storage ideas that has been out there. And I've seen other members pop them in little card holders and desks. I still like the good old traditional way, which is popping them in the box and grabbing them out of the box one card at a time and shuffling the deck. So guys, what we've covered today is some 5-minute marketing ideas. They are from the 5-minute marketing ideas deck. You also get a whole heap of tools and little extra how-tos when you order a deck as well. And I'll pop the link in so you can grab a deck if you want one of your own. But the biggest thing about 5-minute marketing ideas for us is literally then tapping into the tools. And there's a tool list on my website that everyone who gets with the cards, but it's really popping into the tools and using our automation tools and using most of those 5-minute marketing idea time and committing to those 5-minute marketing ideas and actually implementing each of them. The biggest thing about 5-minute marketing though, guys, is it's about progress. It's about continuation. It's about taking those steps forward in your marketing and really moving yourself forward with your social media marketing, with your business marketing, with your blog post writing, with all of those sorts of things to really boost your business. It is not the campaign, it's not the be all and end all, but it really does add up to stuff to help you market your business. And that's what I hope I've shown you in today's session with the 5-minute marketing idea cards series and those sorts of things there. So I'm just going to copy and paste. Now I mentioned the Marketing Circle a couple of times here today. Marketing Circle members are my VIP marketing members, so they get to come and talk all things marketing with me. There's a couple of members here that are in the live stream. There's a couple of members on the Facebook here. They are there. I've popped the link for the deck into the webinar. I'll come back to the live streams later and pop them in as well. So if you wanted to check out the Marketing Circle, just head into lindareedenever.com.au. We do lots of stuff. We do lots of conversations and chats about marketing, and we really do deep delve like this, but we do it on a monthly basis, twice a month, to talk about marketing, and we really jump into the world of marketing, and you're encouraged to get in there and have some conversations with me as well. For those of you who are in Melbourne, we actually are going to really, really deep dive into the world of 5-minute marketing. We're going to look at strategy. We're going to look at tools. We are literally going to flesh out different ideas so that you really get into the habit of 5-minute marketing on October 25. We're really going to deep dive into this one. Now, these workshops are limited to between 10 and 15 people that I run because they're a working day. So we're going to pick up an idea, we're going to write out some posts, put some social media stuff together and create content while we are there, tapping into the tools, tapping into the strategies, and even having a look at your area, your own 5-minute marketing options. And that one's a really big one that we're going to do October 25 at the Victoria Hotel in Melbourne. The early bird tickets for this one end on Friday, I think. So there is early bird tickets at $97.50 for that one. I've just popped the link in to, once again, to the webinar. I will come and do it in the live streams and those sorts of things very, very shortly to really deep dive into 5-minute marketing and actually skyrocket your business and make it part of your 2020 strategy. Okay, so key takeaways from today's 5-minute marketing ideas. Not everything is going to be awesome. Okay, beautiful. No one can see the link. Oh, that's right, because I'm doing all panels. Bear with me. Here we go. Here's the event for the Melbourne event. And here's the 5-minute marketing ideas cards because I didn't change the settings. Yay. You know what? I love making mistakes like this because it shows to everyone that I am human. And just like everyone, I make mistakes. So, that's what business and life is about occasionally, guys, about making mistakes. Okay, has everyone got the links now? Hopefully you have. Live stream and watch party, guys. I'll be there with the links for you very shortly, unless Clive can jump in and grab them and pop them into the watch party now as we speak. So key takeaways for today's 5-minute marketing ideas is not every idea is going to be perfect, but they add up and they really do make impact to your business. Cheryl, thank you for letting me know you've got them. Use the 5 minutes in your day wisely. The more you start to use them, the more you start to take advantage of them. The reason that we made the decks this size is so they can sit in your desk, they can be in your handbag, and they can be with you over the next 5 minutes to help you really take action and really make the most out of your day. Because once again, I know what it's like. We've got 5 minutes, but what the heck am I going to do with it? That's part of why the idea is there. Find your 5 minutes, do that homework, write down your distractions this week, have a look at the time that you're using and see if it can be better used or it can be shortened in ways, not shortened to the detriment of the business, but shortened in ways that you can really engage with that social media content and really engage with your marketing and use 5-minute blocks within your marketing. And just remind yourself that there's good opportunities to market your business, and you should take them when they're presented to you. Okay, from my point of view, guys, that is it for this week. But what I want to do is let you know now what's happening inside the world of business for the next couple of weeks. On October 1st, we have Clive coming to join you and actually talk about the sales process and taking the fear out of sales. Now, sales shouldn't be and never really is a scary process. So please come in and join us for that one. And if you head to, I can get it for you, the businessbusinessbusiness.com.au/skills page, you will see all the upcoming webinars that we have coming up for you between now and the end of the year. And we've got a few new ones that I'm hoping to get booked in this week, ready to go. I'm just popping that link into the webinar chat for you now. Webinars. So go and register for Clive's webinar about sales, because he's going to share with you some really tricks about making sales work for your business. So that one's in the chat box there for you now. We then have Shalunka, who's coming to join us. She's a BBB member, and she's coming to share with us the importance of a CRM and what it can do for our business. Now, I'm a big systems lover. I love my CRMs. I love my client management systems. And that is what a CRM is, guys. I don't want to confuse you. Actually, I should really say that. It's a customer relationship management system. And as business owners, we need to be looking after our customers and looking after our customer relationships and really looking at all those sorts of things. Now, I'm just going to click on the webinar and bring up the link so I can tell you what's actually going to be covered in that webinar. But this one is all about making sure that we make the most out of our CRM. So Shalunka is going to share with us how CRM systems can help you increase your organization and productivity by automating some of your day-to-day activities. Now, I'm a big fan of automation. You know that. So jump in. There's going to be good tips to learn. If you have a CRM in place, it's not the reason not to attend this. It's about how to get the most out of your CRMs. And how you can actually have a 360-degree view of your business with any stage in time, and the data intelligence that you can draw from your CRM, because CRMs are great and we do need to be putting our data in there, and it helps us manage our customer relationships. So if you head to that skills webinar link, that'll allow you to register for that one as well. And for those of you who haven't heard, we are bringing together the Christmas party for all business owners this year, because I don't know about you, but I miss the office Christmas party when it comes to sharing your opportunities to get out and have a celebration and celebrate as business owners. I miss that office Christmas party where you used to get together with your team and go, yay, we got through the year, whether it was good or it was bad, whatever it was, you got through the year and you got to celebrate what you are doing. And tickets are selling. We've got amazing people joining us already for the business celebration ball at the Victoria Hotel on December 6th. Yeah, Dawn says she misses the boozy Christmas lunch. Yeah, well, you know, I miss the Christmas lunch or the party that we used to get together with your teams and really celebrate. It really is one of those things that we do miss. So the business celebration ball is being held for us to all come together as business owners and celebrate. It's a pitch-free night. It is about networking. It's about celebrating. It's about bringing your partners together and getting together and having that office Christmas party that we quite often miss because we're running our own business or we're working with remote teams. It is a chance to frock up. We've got the ballroom. The dress code, Cheryl just asked me. We've got the ballroom down at the Victoria Hotel. So I think it's a chance to really dress up and celebrate in a ball. It's about, you know, that semi-formal, but doesn't have to be completely formal ballroom. I have a black dress that I'm looking at, and I'm definitely thinking Clive's going to be suited up. But it's about getting together and celebrating and having the opportunity to be there and enjoy the night. We've got a DJ joining us, 3-course meal, drinks, all of that sort of stuff, and a really good opportunity for you to celebrate your journey in business. And we have the Ombudsman, Kate Carnell, for small and family enterprise businesses joining us. She is going to be there on the evening, networking with us, having a conversation, having dinner, and celebrating all things small business with us. And if that's not a big enough reason to come and join us, then we are also donating 10%, not 10%, we're donating a small percentage of ticket sales. And we're having a charity auction to the Mirabelle Foundation. If you want to know what the ticket sales amount is, I'll come back to you guys about it, because I can't remember what the detail is. Dress up is not essential. It just adds to the fun. This is what Clive's saying. It isn't. You don't have to dress up, guys, but it just adds to the fun and the experience. And we've got a ballroom, and it's Art Deco, and it's so amazingly beautiful. It would be lovely to see you all there joining us. Okay. That's it. I'm going to wrap up for tonight. If you want a 5-minute marketing ideas deck of your own, we have 30 of them in stock before we need to order the next print run. That's going to freak out a few people in my team. We have 30 of them in stock at my website there, so head to it. You can order one of the last 30 boxes before we go and order some more. If we do go into back order, guys, it's normally about 2 weeks by the time we get the new lot of cards here. So feel free to back order them, and you'll make sure that you're one of the first people that get them. But otherwise, head to the website, grab your box, book into next week's webinar with Clive and the other webinar we have in October with Shalunka. Take advantage of these amazing opportunities to really grow your business and tap into these sessions where we bring the experts to you. I look forward to seeing you all here. Cheryl, you are welcome. I'm glad that you got heaps of info out of today. And yeah, Melbourne guys, I'd really love to see you really delving into 5-minute marketing with me as well on October 25. Have a great week, everyone. I will see you around. Bye.